Greetings and welcome to WesteroScraft. I am Chris the Gardener, and today I am happy to announce that we are updating our server from 1.18.2 to 1.21.1. It took a while because in addition to upgrading our mod pack, we also updated all of our mods from Forge to Fabric, so that's what really took the bulk of our time, but now that time is here. So I'm just going to show you all like what you can expect from the update and play some footage that I got on the dev server while I talk about some things. So I've been a bit busy lately, so that's why I haven't been uploading a lot of WesteroScraft walks videos. I recently started a new job, but I think I'm at a point where I am able to start recording WesteroScraft walks again. And there's going to be a lot of new content on the server now that I have access to the replay mod, which is what I have access to here. That's actually how I recorded the footage for this cinematic. But now that I have the replay mod, I'm able to record some more kinds of content. So you can expect a lot more cinematics, some more building tutorials, and stuff that I wasn't able to do before. I can't think of anything else at the moment, so let's go take a look at some of the new blocks that we have access to in the update. So here we are in at the new spawn area. This isn't the official spawn we're going to use, but this is kind of where we plan to put spawn. When you log on, you can kind of see all the exciting new changes, but I've actually made this gallery here that will help show off some of the new things. So first up, we have a huge overhaul to our wood textures. You can kind of see that this is our vertical, these are our planks. They don't look like the old WesteroCraft textures that we used to use, so they're a lot more seamless. There are some variants. You can kind of see down here where they can be split like regular planks of wood. We also have these new colored woods as well, so it will help a lot when we do our build, so we can actually gradient our wood like we do our stone. We also got some new stripped wood over here, and here is kind of just like an example of what I was saying about gradienting our wood. So here we have like a darker wood, it transitions to a yellow wood and back. So we weren't able to do this before, so it's a lot more seamless and really adds to the quality of our builds. Up next, we have doors. The doors were also retextured, but now we have different variants of doors. So here is the regular oak door, but now we have a reinforced oak door, which you will see a lot of in fancier places. We got some spruce doors, jungle. You can see that all of these aren't the same, so all of these have different textures, which is something that I really like about these new doors, because it really looks like lords actually went to different people to make their doors, and that they didn't all go to the same builder for them. And we also have some of these basic doors, which are perfect for our peasant houses, so you'll see a lot more of these instead of the regular doors for some low-level houses. And here we also have our half doors and our locked doors, also retextured as well to fit our new wood textures. Now, in addition to the wood textures, we also have some new terrain sets. So our terrain set blocks are what we use to build our environment. So it's basically the stone that you'd see. So for now, we have some new blocks specifically for the north. So this is the regular northern terrain set, which you might remember from when I did the Night Fort video and stuff on the wall. But now we have some snowy variants. that have a lot of snow, ice, and stuff that we will use for Beyond the Wall when that gets re-terraformed. This is actually the Northern Alt texture, which we've had before. But a lot of this, including the ice, are going to be used for when we redo the wall. We're going to make it a lot less laggy since we're not using ice blocks. So if you've ever been to the wall and your frames drop, that's actually why we use a lot of ice, and ice causes a lot of lag. But these blocks, once we redo the wall, they won't lag your computer out. So visiting the castles along the wall will be a lot a lot more efficient for your PC. So these blocks, we have some new road blocks, and I actually was the one that requested these because I wanted to make an immersion to redo a lot of the roads and add like stuff like the markers, so whenever you travel down the King's Road, the Rose Road, you don't get lost. It wasn't approved because the mods also wanted me to do all the changes to the road at once. So instead of just like going through, adding markers, and then going through again and changing the gradient for the roads, it was best if I just did it all at the same time. But now we have those new road blocks. So here is your standard road. It's really hard to see with the shaders, but I guess I could move it, but I can't really see my UI right now. But here we have the normal road. So the only difference is that we go from sandy mud, pine needles, gravel, dirt, but you can kind of see that this patch of dirt is a lot lighter. This is, I believe, dry stormland. No, not dry stormlands. Light stormlands, which really blends in with the dirt. And we go back, and then gravel, and then it blends into the grass, which you will find at the edge of the roads. But for warmer climates like the Reach, we have something that goes from dirt to stormland to Reach gravel a lot better. So if we just fly up a bit, you can kind of see it's a much smoother transition than if we just went from dirt to Reach gravel, which we didn't have any of these blocks before, but now we can actually do that, and we can transition into other interesting places like Dorne from the Reach. But we also have new blocks for the Westerlands as well. So here we have the Westerland Road, the gradient. This actually might be this one here is actually mounted to the moon, and it might be a bit too light for the Westerlands. So, but I just wanted to put it there because it really looked nice when transitioning to it. But these roads, which aren't dirt, but they aren't kind of like the warmer Reach palette, you might find these more used in the Westerlands when the update comes out. Now, aside from the roads, we also have some new crops. So one crop we've been desperately begging for this whole time was corn. We don't have any cornfields in Westeros. I mean, we do in the canon, but on WesterosCraft, we don't have corn. So, well, now we have corn. We also have these corn kernels, so you'll see a lot of these being used for chicken feed. In addition to corn, we have onions. We have both red and yellow onions, or I think these are white onions. I'm not quite sure. So you'll see a lot of these. Fill out the vegetable patches in villages. For Dorne, we now have these peppers. These pepper bushes. I think they're bushes. So I don't think we had them before, or if we did, it was just like a standard leaf block. But now we can actually plant these bushes on the ground. And we also have an update to our cabbages. So I said that really weird, but we have an update to our cabbages. So at first, so originally they looked like player heads, but now we have a dedicated model, and we now have a purple cabbage model. I'm not quite sure where you will find these, but it's a nice variant instead of just having large patches of these green cabbages. And I couldn't figure out where to squeeze these two things in. Actually, let's get rid of that. But we also have some new grass block slabs and stairs, which can be used to detail and smooth terrain a lot more, especially the grassy areas. But for the builders who are watching this, do not overuse these, because some of our mods have said that they will personally remove any overuse of these slabs and stairs. But on a brighter note, we also have a new redwood tree. I don't think these are the final models or the final blocks being used for the redwood trees, but you can see we have an entirely new redwood log with redwood branch tips. These are their own block. And the tops of the redwood trees as well, which it would be nice if we got some more for cypress and other trees, especially for the north, because these tips look really nice. And I can think of a couple uses for them for high garden, actually. And now the largest category of new blocks. We have a lot more decorations. Well, maybe not a lot more, but we have like improved ones. So first we have the tools. They used to be 2D models, but now we've made them 3D. You can see the axe, pickaxe, meat cleaver. We have some new ones like the spade and the pitchfork. I don't know why it took me a while to figure that out. And a dagger. So those are now 3D models. We now have furniture blocks. So here we have tables, which they can be standalone blocks, or they could be combined to make larger trestle tables. We even have these benches where we can actually sit down on them. So let me just go into F5. Yeah, we can actually sit on these bench blocks. These will be really useful for great hall decorations. And just like the benches, we can also sit in these new chairs. F5, there we go. I think this model needs to be fixed because I'm not supposed to be phasing into the chair. But it's still a work in progress. But it looks really nice. I hope we have more chairs soon, actually. So let's stand up. We have these new railings as well. I actually forgot that these were railings, and I legit thought it was a ladder that was on its side. But yeah, these are actually balconies, or balcony railings that we can use instead of just the walls or whatever we've been using before. We also have these wood supports as well, so they can be used to support roofs like thatch here, or some of us have gotten creative and we've kind of used these to make tables. I think this is a work table, but it's a really nice use of the support block. So now we have some upgrades to some of our existing decorations. So here, these scrolls, I think they used to be like books or letters or something, but now they have their own dedicated 3D model. We are going to get more of these in the future. But the same thing can be said for coins. All of our coins were flat blocks, but now we have 3D models. We also have, if we go back down here, we also have particle blocks now. So I don't think Oh yes, you can kind of see we have bat particles for Harrenhal specifically. Somewhere around here we have butterflies. No, that's the bat. But we also have smoke, steam, and I think this is signal smoke, but it's particularly useful for chimneys. I think I accidentally duplicated it, but yeah, we have the cascade particle in the middle for waterfalls and all that. Really nice addition. We now have dedicated bunting blocks, so I don't know if anyone attempted to make bunting with the blocks that we have, but this will make the bunting a lot easier. We also have some awnings as well. I think this is the only color they come in at the moment. We might get some more in the future. We also have some new vase, pottery blocks, some new candles, and new fires. So now we have wildfire in addition to regular fire. But I think my favorite, okay, maybe my second favorite addition are the shields. So these shields are they're still a work in progress, but these are decorative shields. So you'll find these a lot. You'll find a lot of these on the walls of different castles. So yeah, the Stark shield, you'll find a lot of more of these in the armory. We got a shield for Sir Duncan the Tall. I think that's I don't know. I can't remember if I just put the combat one on an invisible item frame. I really do not remember. I think that's what I did. That's why it looks different. But yeah, we're going to have all kinds of shields. These are currently a work in progress, so expect more updates with these shields in the future. But my favorite update are the new rope and chain blocks. I think these are entities, or that's what we have them as, but they're really useful, especially when it comes to building ships, and I have been building a lot of those on the server. So here we have a small ship, the Black Betha. This is Davos's original sailing ship that he used to smuggle stuff in Storm's End. I actually made, or not really made, but I updated a model that I think it was Magic and Worst made. So yeah, this so I'm going to be using this for my project Seaworth. But you can see the rigging here is very similar to medieval rigging, and I think I'm missing some ropes over here because when I tried to do these, the server kept crashing. But I think it was just because the server infrastructure is being changed, and there were a lot of things that kind of just got messed up. But you're going to see a lot more realistic rigging for ships, and I'm wondering, should I show you all the King Robert's Warhammer, which is one of the largest ship in the realm at the time? Maybe I'll just save it for another video. But yeah, like the rigging on here, the ropes, our new ropes actually allow for more realistic stuff, and the chains definitely can be used for when things are at anchor. I think there are some more things that were added that I didn't catch here. I think some larger doors, some thatch. I'm not entirely sure what else is included in this update, but now that we're on Fabric and we don't have to update our mods anymore from Forge to Fabric, we can have a lot more updates more frequently that will help improve stuff on the server. So now that we've gone through that, through all the stuff, I think let's go back to High Garden. Or actually, let's go to another castle that I really like, and I'll show you some of the things that you can now see on the server. So here we are in Brightwater Keep, the seat of House Florent. This is currently an ongoing project by Marjorie Tyrell. You've seen her as a guest host on WesteroScraft Walk so far, but I figured instead of going back to Highgarden, I might as well just show you one of the newer builds with one of the newest features that we have on the server, so you can actually see we have distant horizons on the server now. So you can see a lot things a lot farther. Let's see if I can see. Oh, yeah, yes, over there you can see like the faint outline of Highgarden, and over there you can see the High Tower in Old Town, which is another project that I've been working on recently. And you can see, well, mostly see, this is the dev server, so I don't think everything was loaded correctly, but you can kind of see you can barely see some of the other places with some missing chunks. Yeah, all of this will definitely be fixed when we update. But yeah, so Distant Horizons, in addition to the Bobby mod, which will increase your render distance, we now have that on the server. What else can I show you here? I'm not going to show anything about Brightwater Keep because I'm going to save that for the walk itself. Oh, yes, one of the other things that we now have on the server, it's such a minor thing, but I feel like it's a really nice detail. You can kind of see that my skin is actually a 3D model. There's a mod that we added that it was available on Fabric, that instead of the second layer just being a layer, it now looks like 3D blocks. So that's why you can kind of see that my hair actually looks, or my head actually looks more roundish. I don't know why it took me a while to think of that word, but you can also see on my skin just like the smaller details. They look a lot more realistic instead of just a regular layer. I think, oh yes, the biggest thing for builders is now we have access to Axiom. So I'm not going to do it here, but you can actually see the toolbar down here, and if we open up the secondary menu, we also have this as well. So yeah, building is going to be a lot easier on the server, especially for people who are doing Terra. Yes, our tools are going to be a lot, there's going to be a lot of things that we can do with Axiom. I think I've exhausted everything that I wanted to show off on the server. So I will kind of just end the video here. So I plan to upload this Friday. No, not Friday. Saturday. So Saturday and Sunday are the last. Is the last time we'll have 1.18.2. On Sunday, the server is going to shut down for a few days, so our server owner Gberry can transfer this world, the current world, and everything recent over to the new server. The new server, and with new infrastructure and all that. In addition to that, I haven't been able to access it, but we also now have the ability for guests to have their own plots, to kind of just like play around and experiment with our mod pack, and it also will also help for people who want to apply to become a builder on the server. So instead of going between a single player world and this server to kind of just see references for the challenge builds, you can easily do it on your plot. And it allows you to participate in our build contests. I think we're going to assign builders some new plots for the that are closer to the contest ground, so that way they have the same space to work with. But guests can now participate in our building contests. I mean, you've always been able to participate in those contests. We just haven't had a lot of turnout. I think that's partially my fault. I've kind of been a bit lax in announcing these things, but yeah, so consider this the official announcement for an Essos building contest. So that's going to start after we update on June 1st, and will go through to August. So you all can participate and just build anything in Essos. There are some restrictions. I think it's Valyria and the Free Cities. We can't touch those because we had previous contests in those areas, so it's a bit... I think that was just made so that way people don't reuse some of the stuff that they made previously. But yes, it would be nice if you guests can participate in the build contest. So I think that's pretty much everything. The server is going to be updated next week, so it'll be down. But once we get everything set up, it is going to be great. You are going to enjoy the WesterosCraft even more, and hopefully apply to build and help us finish the world. But until then, I am Chris the Gardener, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.